Welcome back. When it comes to personal finance, there's just so much information out there, isn't there? It can feel, well, overwhelming.
Definitely. Like you need a roadmap just to figure out where to start.
Exactly. But what if you could sort of cut through all that noise? Get the core wisdom from some really smart people all distilled down.
That's what we're aiming for today. A deep dive into mastering your money mindset.
Okay, let's unpack this.
We've looked at a selection of really influential books. The idea is to pull out the key lessons, give you a solid foundation for, financial literacy.
Right. Not just the what to do, but understanding why certain approaches actually work.
Precisely. Context is everything here.
So our sources, they cover a pretty amazing range of perspectives, drawing from, I think it was 21 life-changing books.
That's the pool, yeah. It's a lot to draw from.
So for this deep dive, we've kind of structured it like a journey. We'll start with the mindset piece.
Foundational stuff.
Then get into the practical strategies,
Yeah.
The how-to.
Makes sense?
And finally, wrap up with habits. Because let's face it, without that underlying understanding and consistency, even the best plans can just fizzle out.
Spot on. You need all three working together.
Okay, so let's kick off with that crucial mindset shift. Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money comes up. It's brilliant, really.
Oh, absolutely. He really hammers home how much our emotions and our personal baggage drive financial decisions.
Yeah.
It's not always logical.
Not at all.
Yeah.
He basically says, one of the biggest wins can just come from not panicking and selling when the market dips.
Mm-hmm. That emotional control is like a superpower. More important than trying to time everything perfectly.
Right. And then you pair that with something like Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That book really challenges how we even define wealth.
It's a classic disruptor, isn't it? Flips conventional wisdom on its head.
Totally. Like the idea that your house might actually be a liability.
Right.
Because it takes money out of your pocket.
Yeah, that forces a complete rethink. What's really an asset versus what just drains your cash flow?
It makes you look at everything differently.
And what's fascinating, I think, is how these books fundamentally reframe what wealth even is. It's not just numbers on a spreadsheet.
It's about your beliefs, your mindset.
Exactly. Think about Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. That core idea that prosperity literally starts in your mind, it shapes your whole approach.
Yeah, that idea has been around forever, but it's powerful.
And then you've got The Millionaire Next Door, which kind of reinforces this from a different angle, showing that real wealth often looks like, quiet frugality.
Not the flashy cars and big houses we might imagine.
Right. It challenges those stereotypes about what being a millionaire actually looks like day to day.
Okay, so if you've got the mindset part starting to click, the obvious next step is, what do I actually do?
Right. How do you translate that thinking into building actual wealth?
Let's talk strategies, execution. For just straightforward investing, J.L. Collins' The Simple Path to Wealth gets mentioned a lot.
Yes, the index fund gospel, basically.
Pretty much. Build long-term wealth with low-cost index funds. He makes a strong case for diversification, low fees.
And how, historically, they tend to outperform most actively managed funds. Keep it simple, keep costs low.
It's compelling. Then there's Ramit Sethi, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. More action-oriented, maybe.
Yeah, he offers that 6-week program. It's very practical. Automating money, using credit cards smartly.
Less about cutting out lattes, more about optimizing what you already have, right?
Exactly, making your existing income work harder for you.
So connecting this maybe to the bigger picture, these strategy books, they offer real, tangible paths forward.
Blueprints, almost. And
Yeah.
they often cater to different stages, different goals. Like, Broke Millennial is great if you're dealing with student debt.
Right. Very specific challenge.
Or Finance for the People. That one's fantastic for just breaking down money taboos, making it less awkward to talk about. Uses really simple examples.
It's about giving you the how-to for the mindset shifts we talked about.
Precisely. And for those aiming bigger, maybe thinking about, the FIRE movement.
Financial independence, retire early.
Yeah, that whole thing. Books like Retire Before Mom and Dad or Quit Like a Millionaire, they offer guidance there, often using principles like the 4% rule for withdrawals.
So roadmaps for different destinations.
Pretty much.
But okay, even with the right mindset and a solid strategy,
Right.
if you don't act consistently, it's all just, theory.
That's where habits come in, the crucial third piece.
James Clear's Atomic Habits is huge here, isn't it? Even though it's
Yeah.
not strictly a finance book.
Absolutely, because it shows how those tiny, almost insignificant changes can compound into massive results over time, especially with money.
Like making saving automatic, so frictionless you barely notice it.
Yes. Designing your environment, your systems, so the good financial habits are the easy ones to follow.
It creates this powerful feedback loop, doesn't it?
It really does. Strong mindset informs good strategy.
Which gets reinforced by consistent habits.
Exactly. And it's worth mentioning, too, the sheer diversity of voices contributing to this space now.
That's a great point.
You've got books like Financial Feminist, tackling systemic issues for women, Wealth Warrior, focusing on communities of color, Financially Lit, talking about building riqueza con poder.
So financial wisdom isn't monolithic. It comes from loads of different perspectives.
And each offers unique, valuable insights.
So bringing it all together, what does this all mean for you, the listener, on your journey?
Well, the sources really suggest that the matching happens when you combine insights from these different areas, right? Behavior, strategy, mindset.
It's about building that holistic approach, not just focusing on one piece.
Which leads to, I think, an important question for everyone listening. Which one of these areas, mindset, strategy, or habits, speaks most directly to your financial situation right now?
Yeah, where do you feel the biggest need or maybe the biggest opportunity for growth?
Is it about resetting your habits, building out an actual investment plan, or maybe starting further back, fundamentally rethinking how you view wealth?
Good questions to ponder.
Whatever your starting point feels like.
We just encourage you to maybe pick one insight from today, one idea that resonated, and just take that first step.
Start small.
Your unique path to financial mastery, well, it's waiting for you to walk it.